called Kirby, and I'm a civil engineer working for AECOM, currently in their water engineering team. Today I'd like to talk to you about the importance that communication has in my job and in engineering in general. I think to be a good engineer, you need to have good communication and teamwork skills to help share your ideas to your team. This can be verbally or non-verbally, like through pictures and sketches. All engineers have to work in big collaborative teams, and you have to be able to communicate your ideas. By learning to share your ideas and work with others, it leads to much better solutions and more creative problem solving. If you're unable to communicate your idea, it's unlikely to be used, no matter how amazing or innovative it may be. By working together and communicating regularly, our team is able to use the best ideas from around the table and put them forward to our clients. This is what helps our company win work and build a reputation for our innovative solutions to the world's most complex problems. A really great way this skill could be used to explain topics or theories that you're learning at school back to your parents or friends. This not only helps solidify the topic in your own mind, but you can test your ability to share and communicate your knowledge by how much the other person can understand. Thank you for listening.
I want to talk to you about communication skills. Just about every employer in the world says they want to hire people who have good communication skills. But what does this mean? How do you get these skills, and how do you demonstrate that you have them? So communication skills covers a huge range of things. It's easy to think that it's mostly about something really scary sounding, like being able to give a big presentation in front of a whole room full of strangers. Of course, that is part of communication skills, and if you can do that, that's great. But if you don't feel you can do that yet, you're not quite comfortable doing that yet, you're not sure you'll ever be comfortable doing that, perhaps, you can still have very strong communication skills. It also means being able to work with a small group of people, being able to agree on common plans, getting everybody happy about the way forward. It means listening to people. That's a really important part of communicating. It means involving everybody. Perhaps you're really good at getting everybody's opinion heard, and that can be a really valuable thing. So how do you develop these skills, and how do you show that you have them? Just about any extracurricular activity you do will help develop your communication skills and will show that you have them. So perhaps you're in a football team. A lot of people think, well, that's not communication skills, it's just sport. But sure it is. You have to agree on a strategy. You have to come up with plans. You have to discuss timetabling. All these things are part of communication skills. Perhaps you do something else, like perhaps you volunteer in a library. This will develop you very strong communication skills. You'll have to deal with all sorts of people, different customers, different ages of people, different kinds of people, also your colleagues. All of these things really will help develop your skills. So, if you want to look attractive to employers, develop communication skills. And how do you develop communication skills? Get involved in extracurricular activities.
Hello, my name's Anne Robinson, and I work for an organisation called Jacobs in their stakeholder engagement and communications team. And I'm going to talk to you about a really important skill in my job, but also it's an important skill in all jobs and all walks of life, really, which is communication skills. So in my role, in the stakeholder engagement team, it's really important that I am a good communicator. A really important skill for communicating is listening. You need to be a good listener to be a good communicator, because you need to listen and get a good feel for your audience to then pitch what you're communicating at the right level. So practicing listening as well when you're talking to people, and ensuring that you're reflecting back what the other person said. For example, ensuring you've understood their point of view is important too. And another important thing as well is thinking about your body language and your posture. Even practice having a conversation with yourself in the mirror and look at how you're holding yourself. Look at what your facial expression's saying. Are you looking defensive? Are you looking, unapproachable? Or maybe there's thinking about relaxing your face, relaxing your body language, adopting an open posture as well, and thinking about how you're conveying yourself to another person.
Hi there, my name is Richard and I'm a civil engineer. I currently work as a construction planner for a company called Arup. Arup are a firm of designers who build big things such as bridges, tunnels, railways and roads. I started out my career in construction on site though, wearing a high-vis, a hard hat and some safety specs, just as I am now. I spent most of my days on site, and for me the most important skill was communication. Talking to others on site was my day-to-day job. Speaking to carpenters, foremen, excavator drivers, crane drivers, works managers, project managers, or designers back in the office. And if I couldn't communicate exactly what needed to be done, when and how, it would cause serious issues down the line. So, how did I develop my communication skills? When I was at school, I pushed myself beyond my comfort zone, doing things I loved, but doing them a little bit harder. I loved sailing, so I became a sailing instructor during the summer holidays and learnt to teach others and communicate to them how to do something difficult. I also, during term time, was a sergeant in the school cadets. I loved mountaineering, and I then pushed myself to teach others and lead them on expeditions up mountains in Scotland and Wales. So, in conclusion, for me as a civil engineer, the most important skill is communication, and hopefully now you understand why too. Thanks for your time.